which an uncomfortable truth that people don't want to talk about is the fact that colored people at first voted with the ANC, Mandela's ANC. That's why the ANC ruled Cape Town. That's why the ANC ruled Eldorado Park. That's why the ANC ruled Reveille. And then the ANC then totally neglected colored people. I mean, colored people are the forgotten people, and people do not want to talk about it. And then the people migrated to the DA. The DA did worse than the ANC. I stay in a suburb, and there's no potholes where I live. And in Eldorado Park, it's pothole city. And the people in Eldorado Park's vote is the same vote as mine staying in Sandhurst. So why the people are leaving the DA is because they're home. They found a home. The PA is a home. You know, the PA is a home for each and every person in South Africa. But people don't want to admit it, but the ANC is predominantly, the base is black. Yeah. EFF the same. Yeah. The DA, Freedom Front Plus, is white. Yeah. We are unashamedly to say that the colored people is home in the PA. The DA is just making a noise. Yeah. Results speak. Numbers don't lie. The numbers are there. We have beaten them. Because colored people in this country, my brother, they are neglected. Our people don't get bursaries. Yeah. Our people do not even get considered for jobs. Yeah. CVs of colored people, I'm telling you, they're landing up in the dust, in the bin. I mean, in eThekwini, let me make you a physical, proper example. In eThekwini, the government, the ANC government in eThekwini said, everybody can come and buy a car except coloreds, whites, and Indians. They said that. Yeah. They said coloreds, whites, and Indians are not allowed to come and buy cars, and this is state cars at the auction. Yeah. Now, you ask yourself, what's happening here? They have never thought in their lives that colored people will organize and agitate and stand up. We have risen, my brother, and we are unstoppable.
Are you not running the danger of campaigning through identity politics? Right?
No.
And let's get straight into the debate of identity politics. They serve to divide society more than galvanize them and unite them on a singular cause.
The people that fear division are the people that have been oppressing our people. And if standing up for ourselves, if rising up and saying this is not right, if that makes us, if that puts us in a situation where we're involved in identity politics, so is it. But let me just go a bit deeper. When you see the ANC, during the struggle, in 1983, the Constitution of 1983 gave coloreds and Indians limited rights through the tricameral parliament. Yeah. Most coloreds rejected that. They said, no way. We don't want Ellen Hendrikse. We don't want to be part of what this 1983 Constitution is giving us. We want to be with our black brothers, our white brothers, and our Indian brothers. They rejected that. That's why we joined the struggle. What happened after 1994? The ANC came and they said, colored people, you are not African. Legislatively, they put it there. That colored people are not African, they are now considered black. And colored people get nothing in this country. Last weekend, 20 murders, 20 colored children died last weekend, over the weekend. But they only talk about Palestine, which they should be talking about, but not excluding colored people. So what I'm saying to you is that PA is not a colored party. It has its base in the colored community. Kenny Konene is a leader in the PA. He's not a colored person. You can say, in Pennyvale, we beat the DA. We beat the ANC, and Pennyvale is a predominantly black area. We beat the, sorry, not the ANC, we beat the EFF, which is a predominantly black party. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, all of a sudden, when they were excluding colored people, they were not talking things like, oh, you are being divisive. We've been looking at them, just ignoring our people. And as a person, I just said, you know what, this is not right. Yeah. We have engaged people, and we said, you know what, we are building our own table. And I can tell you now, there shall be no government, and this is not wishful thinking. Yeah. The results speak for themselves. Right. No
Let's
government.
Talk about those results. You've obviously taken a huge share of the DA vote, particularly in Eldorado Park, but you are unlikely going to affect the ANC vote share.
No, definitely not.
With the kind of tactic that you're taking.
No, definitely not. Let me explain to you. In Beaufort West, We took 24% from the DA, and we took 22% from the ANC. That's massive. In Pennyvale, we took 13% of the ANC.
Yeah.
In Annandale, we took a share of more than 70% of the DA's vote.
But that is within the wards, right? It's not overall a downright majority in a metro, in a particular province, for example. If you look at province, 2019, you received 12 votes.
Yes.
Provincially. When
Yes.
in 2016, you had 165.
Yes.
Right?
How many votes did we receive in Annandale, in El Rado Park, in the same year that you're speaking about? What we received,
To that point,
9,000 more votes.
That in the ward, you will have that kind of impact. But are you going to be able to extend that when you're looking at province, when you're looking at taking over the metro, and actually maintain that level of
My
dominance?
brother, we are a 7-year-old party.
Yeah.
And if you go on results of today, we came third for all political parties that took part. What we are saying to you, the PA that you saw 7 years ago,
Yeah.
4 years ago, even 5 years ago, what you see now is a manifestation. It's a manifestation of being humiliated,
Yeah.
being ignored, being overlooked. And the people with the death of Nathaniel Julius,
Yes.
we drew a line in the sand.
Right.
And that line was evident in Beaufort West, in Reveille, in Ward 17, in Ward 18. All I'm saying to you, and I want you to quote me on this.
Yes.
No municipality in this country, nobody will get an outright majority. The PA will not only be kingmakers in the city of Johannesburg. We are going to Cape Town. We are going to unseat the DA in Cape Town. We are going to, on the 29th of January, on 28th of June, there's a by-election in Kimberley.
Yeah.
We are going to take that word from the DA. So what I want to leave you
How
with...
are you going to take the word from the DA, or even how are you going to take Cape Town from the DA? The PA does not have a record of governance.
All right, look at the people that have a record of governance.
Yeah.
You say the ANC has a record of governance? Rahima Musa Hospital does not have water. A hospital. And you say they have a record of governance? You go to Cape Town, you say the DA has a record of governance. The people in Langa, Guguletu, are staying with rats. Rats. The people in Alexandra are living amongst rats, where the majority of ANC leaders are coming from. If that, my brother, is a record of governance, then you are complimenting me if you say I've got no record of governance. Because we have been governed by the same people for too long. And doing the same thing over and over again does not give you experience. It's just you doing the same thing over and over again. The PA is here to stay. The PA is growing. We are a God-fearing party. Now, if you are a God-fearing party, you fear the Lord. And if you fear God, it's very hard for you. It's very hard for you to oppress the people of God. So what I'm saying to you is that they laughed at us. Nobody's laughing today. What you are going to see on the 27th of October, it's something that will make what you see today, that's why you called me, it will make this look like child's play.
Yeah.
We are coming for our refund. We are coming for years and years. If truth be told, we are the first nation in this country. We are the indigenous people in South Africa. But look what happened. When Jan van Riebeeck came here in 1652, who did he find here? He found our people here. And what did we say? We welcomed them with open hands. And we say, we're going to do what our forefathers did. We have black people. We have white people. We have Indian people as family. We are the only race that has white in you, that has black in you. My grandmother is white. She's white. My grandfather, every colored person you meet got all of that. So we will never oppress a black man. We will never oppress an Indian man. We are the chosen ones to make sure that we bring this country together. Where's the Rainbow Nation today? There's no Rainbow Nation in El Rado.
We'll talk about that a little bit when we continue. What will happen of a society where white votes white, mention Freedom Front Plus, black votes black, Indian votes Indian, colored votes Indian? What happens to that society?
It will become Armageddon. It will become Armageddon. If black votes black, colored vote colored, white votes white, we'll be going to Sodom and Gomorrah, Armageddon. But you see, that is a media creation. We are not a colored party. We are a colorful party. Let me make you one example. Beaufort West that you've just complimented me on, that ward did not have colored people. It had black people and it had white people. And we did excellently. Pennyvale, Zamampilo, we got few colored people living there. I don't even think there's colored people in Zamampilo. We did excellently. The issue here is fault finding by the big parties.
Yeah.
All of a sudden now when you see why they think we are a colored party, we are a colored only party, it's because no party speaks for colored people or mention colored people. The moment we rose up and we said we put colored people also in the discussions, they're like, oh, they talk about colored people. Because it's such a rare occasion that nobody speaks about colored people.
Yeah.
In this country, it's only colored people that pick up their children every week being shot dead.
Yeah.
Between 2014 and 2015,
yeah.
2014 April and 2015 April, every day a colored young man was shot dead. Every day, 7.
Yeah.
Between 2014 April...
A lot of people are saying, why don't you do what you did in El Dorado Park during these by-elections in Cape Town, in the Cape Flats?
But that's what we're doing. That's why I'm moving to Cape Town. But let me just finish this one I'm saying to you. I'm coming to the one of Cape Town. 2014 April, 2015 April, 7 young colored men were shot dead every day.
Yeah.
And you know what was the hashtag in this country? Save the rhino. Nobody worry about colored. We are tired of asking. We are who we've been waiting for. And because we've been spat on, we've been humiliated, we've been made, nobody sees us. In the city of Johannesburg, there were 2, 3, or 4, 5 colors working there before we came there. Yeah. What do? We say, all right, we're building our own table. So I'm saying to you, the PA is not a colored party. And one thing the PA people will never do, they will never, my brother, oppress people, because we know how it is for your CV to be thrown in the bin. We know how it is for your child to be shot and to lay there, and you are waiting for the ambulances, and you're waiting for the mortuary car to come, and it is raining, and your child's body is there, and they are scared to come into El Dorado Park, and the dogs are licking your dead child, and you can't touch that because it's a scene of crime. Yeah. That's what our mothers go through.
It's a gruesome picture. It's a gruesome picture that you paint, and a gruesome narrative that you speak of what has happened to the colored community in this country. But let's talk about the fact that obviously with the ANC losing its majority, there's been a shift in this country from a one-party system to coalition politics. Now, at some point in Nelson Mandela Bay, you had the upper hand, so to speak, because you were the kingmakers there, yes. Right? In 24 hours, right, you went from refusing to pass budget to accepting a seat in the mayoral committee. I mean, look at those contradictions. What are you in it for? Are you in it for the positions?
We're not in it for the positions.
If you have the power, why didn't you use that power to influence the system for a change, as opposed to just giving it up for the next available seat?
My brother, I don't understand what you mean to say we are in politics for power. I don't understand. You see, you've been so used to the ANC that's in power and they still march against themselves. Yeah. They don't know what to do with power. The PA is in politics for power. Yeah. We ain't going to play with power. We went into Nelson Mandela Bay. We told Ethel Trollip, hire so many people, colored people. He didn't. We removed him. We told Bobani, he didn't. We removed him. We met with the DA and they had another plan. We removed them again. Then the ANC came and they thought we will not remove them, and then we removed them. So what I'm saying to you, we are not in politics to relax and to earn salaries. Yeah. The difference between me and all these political leaders, I'm not into politics for a salary. Yeah. I don't benefit financially from politics. Yeah. I give money to politics. Yeah. So if something is not right for my people, yeah, then we remove you. We don't care what the media is going to say, that we are unstable. I'm saying to you today, there's no government that shall be formed in this country, yeah, because our people understand their rights now. It took us, when you speak about 7 votes and 20 votes, that time we were still in the furnace teaching our people, do this, do this, do this. Foreigners, the illegal foreigners are even living better than our people.
Yeah.
in our South Africa.
I wanted to talk, we'll get to it, because I wanted to talk about that. Maybe that you raise it. Let's talk about it. What is your stance on the open border policy?
If the PA takes over, there shall never be an open border policy. There shall be a closed border policy. We shall build walls like Donald Trump. We shall put soldiers there.
How does that even begin to make sense to you, Gayton?
But you're not giving me a chance to answer you.
But you are saying vulnerable people must close other vulnerable people outside, and you're saying that is absolutely normal and must be acceptable.
Let me tell you, let me make you an example.
Yeah.
I invested a lot of money in China to start something in Guangzhou, a business. Yeah. We did everything. We got lawyers, we did everything. The moment we had to get our certificate, they said there's only one little problem, that we cannot be in Guangzhou. We got to be in the 4 or 5 streets outside Guangzhou. We inquired why. They say they leave that for the locals. The same happened in Dubai, where they moved us to SEZs, which is special economic zones. So let me tell you, including yourself, you've all lost your minds. Our people are the ones not having jobs in this country. A country's primary objective, a state, do not confuse yourself as a human being with a state. Yeah. You've got a conscience. You've got a choice. A state has none of that. A state doesn't have a choice. A state has got one thing and one thing only, to look after its citizens. If there's war here now, tell me, if there's war, who's the Americans going to pick up?
Americans.
Only, not Americans, only Americans.
Right.
The British, that's why they have embassies. They're only going to pick up them. So these people have a government. So if you give me a chance, if you look at the service industry in South Africa, all the restaurants is only illegal foreigners. If you look at the shops in our areas, it's only Somalians, illegal Somalians, that does not pay tax, that does not have proper things. So I'm unapologetic today to say all this leadership in this country have lost their minds. Our people must compete against people that came here from Somalia, that came here from Serbia, that came here from Bosnia, for the same hospital facilities, for the same housing. Black people and colored people and Indian people, the indigenous people here, must stand in lines to be helped. If the PA takes over, and my brother, listen to me what I'm going to say to you now. If we take over as the PA at 9 a.m. in the morning, at 3:30, all illegal foreigners will be in jail or outside. We are not here to play. I can't go with all the money I have. I was in Zambia. My passport, I overstayed my welcome. I was 2 days. I realized I didn't say I only got, I think, 3 days. And it was my 4th day. I had to leave. You can't walk into America. These people are just coming in here. Let them go and hold their government accountable. Our people, you know the problem that we're having is, let's go to the Nigerians. No, the Nigerians here, they are selling drugs. I'm saying this to you. I'm the one as the leader of the PA that tells you, go to Sunnyside. They've taken Sunnyside over. Go to Rosettenville. They've taken Rosettenville. So I'm saying to you, people should never vote for the PA if they feel like you feel, to say vulnerable people must protect vulnerable people. They have a government, we have a government. This is the only country in the world, show me one country, Thabo, one country, where foreigners come here, can go in that country and they do as they please. No, can I just finish the last sentence?
All right.
Show me one country. No, I want you to show me one country.
There isn't.
There isn't. No, why do you want it here?
No, there is no question about people who come to the country and
let me tell you why. Why is it?
But
they are being kept here.
The rhetoric and the narrative that you create is a system that rises against foreign nationals.
No.
That doesn't welcome them in South Africa.
The system has already risen against my own people. Let me tell you. The problem is you're making excuses for them, and I have no problem. My accountant is a Zimbabwean.
Yes.
He came here with papers. He came here legally.
Yes.
If you jump the fence, there's a difference between the guy that jumped the fence and the guy that came in legally. I'm not saying foreign people. I've got businesses outside this country.
Yes.
That's not what I'm saying.
Yes.
But let me tell you why foreigners are having, illegal foreigners are having the time of their lives here.
Right.
Because the white, rich business people want them here. It's cheap labor. It's ununionized. They're not unionized. And lastly, real estate. If all these guys leave, the rich whites, their buildings will be standing empty because the locals cannot afford that exuberant rents. You come in this country, you sell drugs, they walk around here like they own the country. They must pray the 28th of October. The Patriotic Alliance is not the kingmaker, because whoever wants our vote must give us that assurance. I'll make you an example. As an ex-criminal, prison is full of guys. Full of guys. They were arrested with their fingerprints. They killed somebody, they took a drink, they drank it, they left it, their fingerprints are there. People are being killed here. These people are not documented. We don't have their fingerprints. Then we want to complain about crime. You know, I'm saying to you today, and I'm saying it without shame. Go to El Dorado Park. Go to Beaufort West. The whole street in Beaufort West is owned by Somalians. The whole street.
But that's a problem of policing, is it not?
Pardon?
It's a problem of policing.
No, it's not just policing. It is, you cannot blame the police. It is legislation. It's legislation. It's politicians. I'm saying to you as a politician, and there must be no ambiguity about what I'm saying. If the PA takes over, we shall take over at 9 a.m. At 10 a.m. we shall give a call to say every illegal foreigner go home. And if you don't go home, we shall remove you out of this country. We shall change the whole border police at the border, because they are very filthy rich, those border police. We shall change them. We shall bring in CCTV cameras. I shall build a wall with government money to make sure that if you want to come into this country, you are not coming in and come and sell drugs to our children.
That's a very familiar rhetoric. You shall build a wall. All right, let's
I heard it from Donald Trump. That was the best thing ever.
Patriotic Alliance leader GAYTON MACKENZIE.